We just went and picked up my newest project. I got so confident with the other furniture, guys, I decided to take my stab at this. Wow, it's so big. Loving the feet. This one's a little jank. We'll see how it turns out. You guys will be able to watch me through this process, find out together. Hi guys, and welcome back. We are the Christals. Last year, we sold all of our stuff to live and travel in our RV full time. It was an amazing adventure, but now we're in search of our next chapter. Hi guys, welcome back to the vlog. I am super excited because I am starting my next furniture refinishing project. Coming into moving in this house, all this yada yada yada. I by far did not expect that I would be refinishing so much furniture and that I would love it so much. My dream was to have a long table in the dining room. However, I didn't want to spend hundreds of dollars on a custom-made table right now. Once I refinished the other furniture, I was like, man, if I could find a deal, I could refinish it and put it in there for now and see if I like it, whatever, and then eventually I'll get a custom-made one down the road. So that's my plan. I got this for $50 off the Facebook Marketplace. It was sitting in someone's shed. It needs some work for sure. It needs cleaned up, it needs sanded down. I got my quarter sander. The top is gonna be stained and the bottom is gonna be painted. I'm excited because this is gonna be huge and make my dream come true in the dining room. Let's go ahead, let's get started. They use these sides a lot. They didn't use this middle, so this middle's finish is pretty solid, so I'm gonna have to do a lot of work on that. That side's almost done. There are some issues with this side that I'm gonna have to remedy. I'm not 100% sure how I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna get it done. And then this side actually looks very good. I just need to sand it down a little bit more. She wants to show you things. She's going on the hill, and then we're gonna have to go to take her to the dance. Woo! Good job. Morning guys. It's a little bit warmer than it was yesterday. I've started working on this. I forgot to hit play, so here I am. And this is my second day sanding. I literally only sanded for like 25 minutes yesterday, so I'm not gonna count that as a full day of sanding. My goal though today is to get this completely sanded. My last projects took several times because I was a little unsure and I was like taking my time so I didn't mess anything up. But this one, I pretty much know what I'm doing. I don't wanna say I'm like an expert because I've done 2 pieces, but I think I'm gonna know enough to just bust this out. My hope is to get it all sanded today so I can start staining tomorrow, and then the paint's supposed to come at the end of the week. So we'll see. Is it possible? I don't know. We'll find out together. Once I get an area pretty sanded, just to double check myself, I plug in the shop vac, go over it, which I'll kind of show you that. And that's helping me see where I need to maybe get a little bit more of the varnish off. Down on this end is extremely rough. I'm hoping it turns out okay once we get the stain on it, and it'll disguise a lot of this. We'll see. It's not that big of a deal. It'll be fine, and I'm not worried about it. This table is $50, so I can't complain that much. This morning than I thought I was gonna do. It's going pretty well on this side. Now I'm gonna go ahead and move to this side, and then at the end, I'll just kind of touch everything up real quick, kind of go over some other places where there's just a little bit more finish, tiny little spaces like right there. I'm just gonna try to finish this side so I can be done with it, move on from it. I'm trying to get this done. I wanted to mention this. Sometimes when you're doing this, you'll get something and it'll just get gunked up on there. One thing I have done sanding this that I didn't do with the other one is I've been a lot more quick to change this pad over. Don't feel like you want to wait as long as you can. A fresh pad will make it go so much quicker. Once you feel like you're not really getting anywhere, throw on a new pad and everything will significantly improve when it comes to the sanding process. This is where I'm at after my second pass. This is the most worrisome area. That's why I haven't done that part yet. It still has quite a bit of stuff on it. That's the one place I have not gone over a second time. But all of this I have. I wiped it down. Wiping it down clears all that dust off. Then you can assess the situation, see where you need to hit a few more times. It looks like I still need to hit some of these places. You want to look for areas like this where you see a little bit of the stain left. You need to kind of go back and hit those areas. Make sure that you get all of these spots out that have a little bit of stain left. You don't want any of that left on there when you add your new stain. So this is definitely the most annoying part of this entire process, is getting in the little tiny cracks of the wood. I just basically fold a sandpaper over and put a putty knife in between it. It kind of helps get a fine point that allows you to sand it. There's really no easy way to do this. It's just you have to use your hands and you have to go for it. I have to go around this whole table and do this, and then I will be done sanding the top of it. Done sanding the top. As you can see, it was like an eagle claw at one point, but they had a dog and it completely destroyed it. I'm gonna do the best that I can just to smooth it out so it's not like gnawed on. Tried to smooth this out the best that I could because it's just kind of rough where the dog chewed it, and so I just did the best that I could. I might have to raise this up a little bit so I can get this like ball that it's holding. I'm not going to bore you to death with watching me sand this whole bottom. I'll just show you when I'm done, and I'm just trying to get as much of the gunk off. There's like a thick mud. I don't even know what this is, but it's gunking up my pad, so I need to replace this and then keep going. It is third day of working on this, and I'm pretty much all sanded. I may have a few tiny places to touch up, but I wanted to get some of this wood filler on here. I went ahead and got wood filler so I can fill in some of these spots where the veneer came off right here. And I got stainable wood filler so I can stain the top of this once I'm done. Let's see if it works. We'll find out together. I'm kind of making this up as I go. Alrighty guys, I'm back. I'm super excited to finish this table, but first I have a few more steps I need to do. I went ahead and put a pre-stain on this time. It's a wood conditioner. I didn't do that last time. And then I already have my ebony black stain that I'm gonna use on this. I have my t-shirt. You're definitely gonna wear gloves if you do this because it makes a mess. Make sure you stir this because it kind of settles at the bottom. You're gonna really wanna stir this really good before you use it. This is my rag. It's just a torn up t-shirt, and I'm gonna go ahead and just start putting it on here. After I put this coat on, my memory card ran out of space, but once you get this on, you're gonna want it to sit for 10 to 15 minutes, then come back to wipe it off. If you need it a little darker color than receive with the first coat, then go on to a second coat. I wanted a very black, dark finish, so I did 2 coats. I'm gonna start the bottom of this. Sorry guys, I forgot to turn the camera back on. I put this layer on here. I just want to make sure it's completely sealed. One thing I noticed about this whole thing is that it is way bigger than the other ones that I did. It's just so much more difficult, but the one suggestion that they gave is do not overbrush. Put it on and this product should self-level, and I've noticed it does self-level. It does pretty well, even though I get a little paranoid when I see a little thicker stroke. I'm back and I have 400 grit sandpaper right here. I'm gonna gently run this over the whole table, just kind of smooth it out a little bit. And then I'm going to do another layer of the polyurethane. If I had known how difficult this veneer would be, especially the damaged veneer would be to repair and make look right, I probably wouldn't have purchased this table. But for $50, I gave it my best and I think it turned out okay. I'm very happy with it. I'm excited to move it inside. It's definitely not the best staining job in the world, but it is my second project, so I'm definitely learning and I'm definitely excited for the next project that I get to do with this process. I know each time we learn different things, and I definitely learned a lot with this project, and I hope this helps you in some way. Comment below if I gave you any tips or advice that you found helpful. Let's go ahead, move it inside, and see what it looks like in the house. We are trying to move the table inside, and I don't know, I did the leaf in with it, and maybe that was a mistake, but like I've told you guys before, I'm not an expert of finishing wood furniture. This is just my second one and it's really just a hobby. I don't know everything yet, but I do know that I probably should have done these separate because we're having some trouble getting it apart. Looking in here, I'm pretty sure all of this gunk, like we're gonna have to like scrape it off. I didn't even think about that. Or we should have just kept it together and carried it all in one. Yeah, there's like so much.
Well, yeah, let's clean that out and try to attach that back together. We gotta get it back together.
Now that I'm looking back, I can see all those things I tried to fill in the cracks. That was right in my mind, but I was all out of hope, lost and in ignorance. Swings the emptiness had afforded, just like a void. But you broke the coldness somehow and lit up a flame. Ooh, start feeling hopeless, screamed out loud, because it felt impossible in my bones, like getting blood out of the stone on my own. But you came around and removed the thorn in my soul. You guided me out of the storm. I found home in your arms of gold, in your arms of gold, in your arms of gold.
Oh yeah.
It's funny how easily life can be.
All right, guys, I got to the end of this video and I realized I did not have an ending. Here I am. Overall, I'm very happy with my table. I would say I'm not like 100% happy. I'm like 80% happy, 20% wishing I could go back and do some things differently, but hindsight's 2020. I can't change it now. I'm honestly just super happy that I even have a long table, and all in, it was like under $75 between purchasing it on Facebook and doing the work I did to it. So I'm super happy. I'm just, like I said, excited to have it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to stay in something, I'm sure there's a lot more, way more informative videos out there that can help you in your journey. That's really how I got to even brave enough to do this. With this process, I can tell it's just kind of like a trial and error type situation. I've done 3 pieces of furniture, and with each one, I've learned something new every single time. I don't know what my next project would be. I'm kind of wanting to take a break for a little bit. I may have to do some chairs here in the coming weeks, wanting to avoid that because of the spindles. Ugh, you guys saw that in one of the last videos with the tiered side table. Those spindles were annoying. I'm not counting it out, but would rather not. I'm gonna go end this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, keep up on my videos, and we'll see you next time. Bye.